We also got Luden. Alright, we'll talk to Hogan. Okay, the blonde axeman, one of the two tens in a small village near Skoger, is chopping into a fallen tree for no apparent reason. His swings look dangerous. Hogan, everything okay? He glares at you. Where's your brother Morgan?
He left with the ravens, wondering if I should have done the same.
Why is that?
I followed your father a long way, and now you, and for what? My brother's gone, my wife and children are frightened of everything around them, including me. I told them this constant fighting is only for a time, but it's changing me. I see it in their eyes, it's my own reflection. I thought I was doing it to protect them, but if they think I'm a monster, what's the point?
What do you want to do?
I'm torn. I think it's good for me to be out there fighting. It makes me feel alive, like I'm doing something, but I know why my wife worries. Her father was consumed with raiding, felt useless and he wasn't fighting. He died soon after she was born. Debs, you make big decisions every day. Just make this one for me, will you?
Huh. I feel like this would be something that Rook would say, but I think because I lost Rook, and Rook was always fighting and stuff, I think that she would rather the family thing. Hogan sighs with relief and nods.
Well, I'll still be around, but I'll be busy playing with my kids. Thanks, Alette, and be safe out there when you're fighting.
+1 clansman, -1 fighter. I'm okay with that. Like, if we're talking gameplay wise, I'm not gonna be using him again. I don't like Hogan so much for this group. I love Mogan, but not for this group. That's my water. Luden. The prince is acting even more standoffish than usual. You and Ivor have caught him staring ahead and twisting the ring on his finger over and over. He quietly stands ahead. Glad to be heading home? Luden turns to the two of you and offers a polite smile.
Even after the chasm, wouldn't it surprise you if I said no?
Don't you hate to being so far from Arbor? Is there anything you actually like? It doesn't matter. That's where we're going. For Arbor. Okay, yeah.
Life on the trail hasn't won me over, but it's not all bad. It's even possible that I've learned a few things about leading people out here.
You, Ivor, and Ursa are stunned to hear the prince talk this way.
I've grown up in comfort and trained with scholars and fighters. I've never known anything else. Saying stuff like that won't make you any friends in this caravan.
But that's just it. Among these clansmen, I've seen the difference. I think I understand them a bit more. That's great, Prince Luden. Oh yeah, what exactly do you understand? What do you plan to do with this understanding? Yeah, this one. If we make it to Arboring without being slaughtered by Dredge, when we make it, I'll talk to the king about my ideas for sharing information, advisors learning from craftsmen learning from advisors. You've never seen the prince this animated, but then his face falls. I just don't think the king will appreciate my knowledge. Ursa will agree. My father is not what you call open-minded. I think the king's a hard man, has to be, but his son is his weakness. Luden glares at her, and the archer only smirks. Can you tell me about King Minor? I suppose, but there's not much to him. He's king. He draws a hard line nearly in every topic. Talking to him is much like being told what to do. In fact, it's exactly that. I used to think the same thing about my father. Sometimes. This isn't about being his son. You'll see.
Kings usually have to make tough decisions and stick with them. Maybe someday you'll see why.
I know, I just don't think he'll care for my ideas on trading with pairs common. What would you like to be called? We're all people, Prince Ivan. Prince, even you, sorry. I don't know why I thought Prince Ivan. You have a charming way of humbling me. Ursa rolls her eyes. Just keep an open mind about your father. That way you'd the way you'd like him to have toward your ideas. That's something I'd never considered before. I'll think on it. As Prince Luden and Ursa walk away, you feel Ivor watching. What?
When did you become so full of sage advice?
Since I started listening to you?
Gosh, don't start making that mistake.
Two of you share a smile before moving on. Oh, tired. It's tiring. This.
Think.
You glance at Ubin, who snorts and smiles.
Scath is thanking you for helping his friend Roek. Dardreus is the other one, but she's not in a talking with Var and humans mood.
You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakon. Snox's tail swats his flanks, and he bows his head towards Hakon. Var man's same herd?
No, but we're no longer enemies. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last they knew, humans and Var were at each other's throats.
What brings you so far north? Skathak looks confused by the question, so Ubin shows him the map pointing to Tallyland and Gorinda. Food. Our planes break. Hakon snorts.
Might be justice. Didn't they kill all the horses, Scrivener?
His ancestors did, yes, but blaming folks for the things that happened hundreds of years before they were alive. You may as well accuse these humans around us for starting the Great Wars. What happened to Roek?
Roek, brave fighter, protect food, hit many times.
Hit? Who was attacking? Gachi says many things in his other language. No idea. His eyes go wide and he stumps the ground before pointing west. You look at Ubin.
I don't have a clue, but clearly not a friend. Was it the people here in Grundar?
The Water King's eyes scath suspiciously. How do you know our language? That just stares at you.
You talk like us. Where did you learn?
Heard little trade with man in mud.
I think he means our bog friends, the Cragsmen.
Have you found the food you are seeking? Does that mean all the horsemen have come north? That's one, yeah, probably.
Many, not all. Not all herds same. Herds fight herds. Many fights. Sounds like no one is like the Horseborn. Not even them. Sounds like no one likes Horseborn. Not even themselves.
Ubin gives Hakon a sideways look.
Others take food south to us herd.
His hooves scuff the ground during certain words.
Just those two? What about you and the couple?
This herd help. We help. Okay. Schacheth, Roek, this day. This herd help. We help this herd. Thank you. Schacheth nods his movement that uses most of his upper body. Mini Varl, man, Varl, Horseborn. Same herd. Funny. Ubin chuckles and you smile while Hakon shakes his head and walks away. He'll get over it. The world's ending. Things is weird. There we go. And we're leaving. Maybe could have done some training, but no, I don't want to. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Now that Roek had a chance to heal, two of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head, Scrivener? With the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to track down south.
Everyone's free to do what they want, but you'll be missed.
Remember that when it comes to dealing with Roga as well. If he wants to depart, by God, let him. Taking your hired muscle with you? I'd feel better if Gundalf stayed with all of you.
Thank God, I wasn't aware. I completely forgot. Holy shit. Okay.
That blade of it is sure to attract wrong kind of attention. Wrong attention might find you anyway. Then who will protect you? I'm old, not an idiot. I've learned a few tricks to keep my head on my shoulders. The young Raw shrugs and walks off to find food.
Then be safe, Urban, and join us again if you can. You know where we're going.
Don't worry about me. Just make sure you're alive to see the thing through to Arbering. Farewell.
Scrivener says a few more goodbyes before departing with the Horseborn. Oh man, what if we got to join him? Oh, that'd be so cool. I'd be so happy. That would make me so happy. Dang it, missed it. Alright, gonna go ahead and do this. I was gonna end it there, but I had bad timing. The governor catches up to you and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard is beside him silent.
I don't remember which one. It's not getting any easier, is it?
It probably won't get easier until we get to Arbering.
Quit fooling yourself, girl. The capital's going to be a different battlefield, but a battlefield nonetheless.
Then I'll fight whoever gets in our way.
Good. In order for that to happen, we need to do something about these soft peasants.
What should we be doing with them?
Training fighters, making a decision to leave weak members behind, arriving in Arbering as a hardened army.
You sound like Borfolk.
That Varno knows how to survive and keep others around him alive. It's why I originally hired him.
I'll consider what you said. The governor is about to react, but calms himself. Get us across this wasteland and try not picking up any more strays, will you? He sneers in this direction of the Horseborn before leaving you. Who cares? You know, I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. So never mind. In case you guys want to know, I was going to end it, as you saw clearly, but I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. Well, a few of the weavers have been smiling more than usually lately, and now you know why. Elio leads children out from behind a cart in new costumes. Some have horns and headbands, while one red-headed girl wears a green cloak like yours. A boy wearing a red cloak is carrying an axe. The entire caravan gathers around to watch the performance. The young actors stand behind a short wall and discuss the approaching dredge army. As a black cloth rolls across the ground in front of the actors, a young man in red armor stands up and shouts, "Bellower." This is the reenactment of the Battle of Borisgard. I'm going to keep watching. Dark-haired girl holding a spear says, "We'll get no help from the governor. We're on our own." A few people in the crowd laugh while Roga stares at the skull. The young Rook, Elette, and Varl run toward the fierce Bellower, attacking and being repelled. Finally, the girl dressed as you know hands Rook a silver arrow. Rook hugs Elette and shoots the arrow. Bellower roars. Stand and watch the ending. Bellower grabs Rook by the throat and growls. You sense heads in the crowd turning towards you when Alien Weave suddenly snaps the caravan's banner in front of the scene like a curtain. As the banner lowers, the young version of you cradles the boy dressed as your father. The other actors stand in a semicircle around you and begin singing a familiar tune. The crowd joins in the impromptu line forms with everyone walking by to lay a hand on your shoulder. Oh, really? See, that's great. Great renown. Not renown. Wow, it's nighttime. The scouts report subtle movements around.
We're being followed, studied maybe, she says.
I need to start scanning. Okay. Can't tell how many. It's like they disappear if you look directly at them. grab some fighters to join you. No. Let me know when you actually see something. The scout snorts in your tone, but realizes she doesn't have much with which to argue. She wanders back to the countryside to keep watch. That was mean, but I didn't want to go looking around. Very good. Got some food. Ahead, the caravan comes to immediate halt. That's the second Feyan show this bloody beast has thrown in a day. Shoo, the ox tender curses. I can never. It could have been. It could have been a woman. It'll take some time to see the ox. You'll call for camp. Okay. You know, most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves in drink. You know, request a moment to speak with you alone. I'm tired after yawn. Okay. I'm impressed so far, Elite. You've managed to keep your composure through the tough situations. Thank you. Not to pain you with a further comparison, but you remind me of your father, the Godstone Astravis, determined. What actually happened there? Your father faced down his fears, walking through thousands of dreads to obtain the only weapon that could bring down Bellower. That's incredible and frightening. I don't know if I could do something like that. The Valkyr gives you a maternal smile. Neither did he. You know, patiently awaits your reply. Tell me his death meant something. I can't do that. Rook's death was unfortunate, but his life was very important. The people he brought here from Skolgar, including you, and all the others along the way are being forged into what the future will require. The previous era of peace is over, and one of survival has begun. Arbering may be the best shelter for the coming storm, but the people there are soft, too dependent on a society that will no longer exist. Because of the dredge? Partially, but mostly because of the coming darkness that is pushing the dredge. The way we live is just going away. Keep talking about the darkness, but no one has ever seen it. You've seen the signs of it coming, the dredge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. I wish I could say more, but even the Minder Council is ignorant to this. I know, patiently awaits your reply. I don't understand. Thank you. I should get back to helping the others. Yeah. Before you go, there is one thing I must address with you. The serpent. The chasm at Osmodar and the tremors in the ground concern me a great deal. Yeah, me too. Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the serpent. If you see it, run. Her words chill you as you find yourself nodding to her command. Yeah. Probably best, honestly. Oh, goodness. I don't have anything to do, really. So we'll go ahead and leave.